Hello gamers, what's up? It's Jake here, or Gligar13vids, as you know me by. And I'd like to talk a little bit about why this channel works, from my perspective. Now the thing is, if you've ever talked to weird people on the internet, it can be interesting to do. Or seen stories of weird people. And I'm saying that because sometimes it's not a good idea to approach these people. But if you're like me, where you bounce into so many strange and interesting people that you start to call yourself male lane because you seem to be fucking everywhere and you seem to be running into everyone and knowing everything and stuff. I mean, there's a reason why. I mean, I'll just say this: if you join a group or community like, say, the furry fandom, you'll start running into all sorts of crazy people. Like, not all of them would even make good people to talk to more than maybe once a month at most. But you'll run into some, on groups especially, you'll run into some very, very weird people, I tell you. Talking with these people is interesting because you get to like see how their mind works, see why certain people do what they do on the internet, why certain people do certain things on the internet, and especially why certain people will, and then this is a biggie, why certain people will say one thing and then go to another. You'll learn a lot of shit that way on the internet by lurking around, browsing communities, and trust me, I've learned so much on the internet that I could like write books about some of the people I've run into, because they're that interesting, if you know what I mean. Not saying it in a bad way with everybody, but some of these people are very, very interesting. Some of the shit they say, some of the things they do, some of the antics they've done in front of their computer screen. Sometimes they talk about their life, sometimes when all that stuff happens. So, I'm going to explain to you, pretty much in my own words, how I see it through my mind, how this channel became how it did. As a lot of people say, oh, you're trolling, so I'm going to give you a little food for thought here, people. So think of it this way. You've got somebody who got their first game console in maybe 2007, 2008. Which is me, because that's when I got my first game console. And then, so basically, and then not, even if I got it earlier though, that probably wouldn't have changed too much, but the thing is then I go on the internet, and well, ever since the first time I got on the internet, I was always getting into disagreements with people. I'd be saying, oh, I like 360. And then on this whole chat room, there were people saying, oh no, the Wii's the best game system. And I get into arguments with people. But the thing is, when you've got no friends in real life, and when your first internet experience is people just throwing shit at you, eventually, you don't give a shit anymore. You don't give a shit what people think about you. You don't give a shit about, is my opinion right or is my opinion wrong? You don't give a shit about that anymore. You just do your own thing, and you quit giving a shit. And that's how this channel started, and how it kind of is. Because to be quite frank, one of the reasons I said I like interesting people is even if their opinions are straight up raw, and they can say some opinions that are kind of interesting. They can say conspiracy theories that are kind of interesting. They might be interesting to talk to, or at least observe from a difference, because when they say funny shit that's just so off the rails, it's actually quite hilarious to see, to be honest, especially if you know your shit. So that's the thing. That's the thing with me. I personally, half of the internet seems to hate my opinions. I'm not doing it to be edgy or anything. Like, I don't give a shit. But about being edgy, I see people use that word way too much when someone doesn't like stuff. No. Let me tell you what edgy is, okay? Because I've seen it. Edgy is when you're when you, like, have you ever been on image boards before and you'll see some person talking about how to fight the government, they have to blow shit up, with the reply asking if there's somebody with the FBI trying to get someone charged with planning to blow up a federal building? Yeah, that's edgy, okay? That's edgy when you're posting shit on the internet about how much you want to kill everyone. That's edgy shit, okay? Just having a different opinion isn't edgy. I'm just saying that for many people on the internet who don't quite seem to get it. Because here's the thing. I'm just a guy who likes different video games than a lot of the Nintendo kids or angry video game nerd and lazy game reviews watching kids. I'm not like them. I'm a bit different. I don't care, honestly, that, like, people don't like me because I don't like what they like. I don't care that people don't like me because I think a fandom is full of shitty people, or, well, cancerous people, to be more accurate. I don't care. I just whip out my flip video or one of my DSLRs or Nikon cameras. Those are great for video, by the way, and I'll just use those. And I'll record something, or I'll open up Premiere Vegas and put something out. If it's a game-related video, I'll put it on the internet, and I'll talk about it, and I don't give a shit, because I'm Jake. That's the thing. I really could care less about what people think of me, or any of that. I mean, I could go on more and more about stuff, but the thing is, I think I've pretty much said it best. Unlike some people who get shamed into deleting their videos because their opinion was different, or shamed into deleting their tweets and shamed into going off the internet because their opinion was different at one point. Unlike those people, guess what? I'm not one of them. I don't give a shit. I really know. And I guess that's what makes me who I am, I guess. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.